Hi everyone, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I am currently outside by our little garden area, just looking at all of our plants. It is so wonderful seeing the peppers come through. It has just been a really fun hobby for Eric and I to do together this summer. While I was out here, I was thinking that this would be the perfect time to just sit down, relax, and catch up with you guys and film my... Okay, if you guys can hear that, there are some frogs. Sorry, that was very like ADHD of me. But if you guys can hear that noise, there are some frogs that are out here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, while I was out here, I thought it would be the perfect time to film my summer life update and Q&A, especially considering I have very obviously had some very big life updates. Okay, so the first few questions that have to do with our wedding that have been asked a lot are: when will it take place? Will it be a destination wedding or at home? Will Luna be in the wedding? And will I keep wedding things private or share it with my viewers? Where to start? The wedding will be an international destination. It is not going to be at home. We have the destination picked out, but I'm not going to share it with you guys probably until closer to the actual wedding. We also really want the wedding to be over the summertime. As of right now, every venue that we have looked at in this destination has been sold out for summer 2027. So it is looking like it will be a summer 2028 wedding, which at first we were a little bummed, but at the same time, it just gives us more time to relax, to plan, to enjoy this time in our lives together as fiancés. And this way too, we don't feel so rushed going into this whole process of planning an international wedding. For example, we will actually have the time to pick the venue that we want. I have time to get the dress that I want. We have time for our closest friends and family to save up for the trip. We have time ourselves to save up for the wedding itself and the trip. It gives us time to focus on all of the little details instead of just picking things in a rush because it's the only thing left that's available. From what I've been told too, like sometimes weddings really can take 1.5 to 3 years to plan. It's pretty important for us to get married over the summer because it's our favorite season. His birthday is in the summer, my birthday's in the summer, both of our parents' anniversaries are in the summer. It's just what makes sense for us. So we would rather wait another year if we have to get the venue, the destination, everything that we want, rather than get married next summer and it's not what we're dreaming of. Luna will not be in the wedding. I know that is probably going to come as a shock to a lot of you because Luna genuinely is like our child. We love her so much, and of course we want her to be there and we want her to be involved in this time of our lives. But at the same time, like, you guys don't see off camera how stressed Luna gets around big parties of people, around people she doesn't know. Even being in a car really freaks her out. It just would not be a good situation for her. We are not going to subject her to an entire day of stress, of being around all of these different people, this chaos, just so she could be there for some photos with us. A lot of dogs, especially Goldens, are super chill around crowds of people, but Luna is not. And so we just personally feel like it would be really cruel to put her in that situation, especially when she doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't know we're getting married. Like, she doesn't understand as a dog the significance of it. Only we do. Yeah, Luna will stay at home with a trusted friend or family member while we go on this trip. I am really happy though that we got to take a photo with her after we were engaged because that was obviously a very special memory. Oh no, it's raining now. It wasn't supposed to rain until like 5 p.m. and it's only 1:30. I mean, it's just sprinkling. Maybe it'll pass through. Quick little snack break. Well, it is raining outside. I have yogurt with granola and fruit. Of course, Miss Luna wants some, but she can't have any of this because that is for mom. No, Miss Luna. Not for you. Okay, we are back outside again. It has stopped raining, and what's actually funny as well, I went inside to eat my lunch. There was someone that came by and mowed the lawn, which was super nice, but I was like, oh my goodness, it always feels like whenever I actually plan to like get ready, sit down and film, like 1,000 different things happen, and yet on days where I do nothing but lay in bed and read all day, nothing happens. So that's just Murphy's Law, which is kind of funny. But let's get back to everything that I was saying. So I think the next question was in terms of like wedding things, how much of that will I share with you guys as my viewers? And yes, I will be sharing some things online, and then obviously some things we'll be keeping private. My current plan is leading up to the wedding, I'll share different wedding things with you guys, like when I have my bachelorette party, when I build like my bridesmaids little gift bags and stuff like that. Now in terms of the wedding itself, it will be my wedding week. Like, I don't want this to feel like work. I don't really really want to feel like I'm going there to get content specifically, like I'm going to get married. As I was starting to edit this video, I realized for some reason that my audio cut out when I was answering this question. I am just having like all of these kinds of issues today. But anyway, the actual wedding week, I'm not gonna be filming, you guys. Like, I feel like I film so much of my life that I selfishly just want to keep that 1 week of my life in like our own personal bubble, just between like me, Eric, and our very closest friends and family. I think I've mentioned it earlier, maybe I didn't, but we are having a very small and intimate wedding. It will only be a maximum of 20 people. But with that said, I definitely do think like when we're back from the wedding and like when we're back from the trip, I would definitely feel comfortable like sharing pictures from the event. I already know myself, and like if I bring my camera and if I'm just like thinking about content, like I'm not gonna be in the moment. I'm gonna be thinking about the video, whatnot, and I don't want that. Like I just want to be fully present and to just be there. So you guys will definitely see pictures and maybe like some videos, but it's not gonna be some big production. A few proposal questions. Was I surprised by the proposal, and did Eric have an idea of the ring I wanted? So yes and yes, I was completely shocked by the proposal. I was not expecting it at all. I was thinking we would get engaged at some point this year, but I wasn't thinking it would be so quick. A few weeks before Eric proposed, we went and we tried on engagement rings, and I actually highly recommend doing that as a couple. That way you have an idea of like what you like versus what you don't like, the style you're going for, yada yada yada. So in my mind, I was thinking that he would probably propose at some point this year, but little did I know that he was going to propose about 2 weeks later. In one sense, I was not surprised that he proposed because I figured it would happen at some point this year, but I was shocked about like when it happened and how quickly it did. Who is your maid of honor? So my younger sister Alicia, absolutely 100% of course will be my maid of honor. Ooh, a reading question. How many books have I read so far this year? Okay, so when I did this Q&A on Instagram, I had read maybe 1 or 2 less books than now. So let me go look on my Fable app and see how many I have read thus far this year. Okay, so far this year I have read 38 books. Of those, I will say that the entire Binding 13 series has been one of my favorites, along with Daggermouth. And then I also did a reread of A Court of Thorns and Roses, and of course that series is like a 5-star god tier perfect series to me, so loved that. Can we get a close-up of the gorgeous ring? Yes, you can. Eric did a fantastic job. I feel like I should also mention too that my ring is lab grown. I did not want a real diamond. That was pretty important to me. Another thing I wanted to mention too about my ring is that to me it is just so much more than a ring. Like, it is the culmination of 10 years of friendship, of love, of dedication to one another. It is a beautiful physical embodiment of our commitment that we are making to one another that I get to wear on my finger. I thought this question was so fun. If Luna was a person, what do I think her career would be? So I think Luna would be a professional ultimate frisbee player. I can just totally see her doing that if she was a human because of how much she loves frisbee. Now, if that wasn't an option, I could see Luna as a tour guide, because whenever we do have friends or close family here, she really just like loves to show them around, like show them around the yard, show them around the house, follow them around. So I think she would make a great tour guide. Do Eric and I ever go to professional sporting events? Not really. So when we first started dating, we went to a few Colorado Rapids games. When we were dating at DU, we went to some of like our college sports events like on campus and whatnot, but I feel like outside of college, not really. And the main reason for that is because we just feel like driving and parking and getting in and out of sporting arenas is very stressful, and we don't really want to deal with the traffic when we can stay at home and watch sporting events on our TV. I had thought of maybe trying to go to a professional soccer game during the World Cup with Eric, since it was in the United States, and I just thought that would be so cool, but the tickets were just outrageously expensive, and we were able to watch all the games from the comfort of our own home, so that just worked out better for us personally. We are just kind of like a normal couple. Obviously, we love to go on vacations and travel together, yada yada, but it's our day-to-day life that is the most special to me. Like, we like to go to the gym together. We have started gardening together this summer, which has been really special. We love movies, especially movies at home that we can rent or watch after we make a nice dinner, and being together with me, Eric, and Luna, like that is kind of just our perfect night. Are there any like beauty glow up things or plastic surgery that I want to get before the wedding? So this is an interesting question to answer because yes, there is, but I feel like whenever you say that you want to do something and change something about yourself, that comes with negative comments online or people telling you that you don't need to do this, all of that stuff. And it's like, of course I don't. Like, of course we are all made beautiful exactly how we are, but there are things that I want to do that I have wanted to do whether I was getting married or not. Like, one of the things is I'm gonna start getting facials every other month. Just been dealing with horrible hormonal acne, and I'm seeing an esthetician now, and we have like a good game plan of what's gonna work well for my skin. Whether I was getting married or not, like, I would want to try to do my best to clear my skin, you know, that kind of thing. And like getting my hair done and my nails consistently done. And leading up to the wedding, I'm not trying to be one of those people that's like, oh my gosh, I need to lose 20 pounds or whatever, because I don't need to do that. But what I do want to do is eat healthy, work out, and just feel like the best version of myself. Years ago, I had talked about possibly wanting to get breast augmentation done. Now that I have not done that, I'm glad that I didn't. Obviously, no hate to anybody who has gotten that done, like no judgment here, but for myself, it's just not something that I find desirable for me anymore. Years ago, I did get under eye filler, and I loved the way that my eyes looked with that. However, it migrated and then was all lumpy and looked weird. Unless if you are someone like me who just constantly has bags under their eyes, like you can't really see it with like this lighting and on camera right now, but I just always look tired and I hate it. Like, I've had it ever since I was a kid. I don't know if it's allergies or genetics or whatever, but like I have just always had really big bags under my eyes, and I just always look exhausted, and people have made comments about it for years. Even before that, like, it's something that I have always been very insecure about. So I do want to get a lower bleph done, and that's basically where they go and they just like remove the fat from under your eyes, and it just makes you look like a less tired version of yourself. Because that's the thing, if I ever were to get work done, like, I don't want to look like a different person. I just want to look less tired, I guess you could say. Like, I don't want Botox, I don't want fillers. Personally, that's just not the look that I'm going for. But that is one thing that I decided that I do really want, and that's something that I have been thinking about getting for like 2 years now. So obviously that's something that I've been wanting whether I was getting married or not. However, with my wedding, I was like, okay, this is like my good excuse to actually go save up my money and do it. And I know there's going to be people in the comment section who are like telling me that I don't need to do anything, and it's like, I know that. I know I don't need to do anything, and neither does anybody else, but it's my body, it's my choice. Okay, moving on from that, lots of questions about will we buy a house soon, and the answer to that is probably not. I mean, you guys, we just got engaged. We feel pretty settled in the house that we're in right now, unless if there's like a housing market crash and we find our dream home. I don't see us moving anytime soon. I feel like we just already have so much planning and excitement and things ahead with the wedding and just like enjoying our engagement and just finally like not moving. We're just enjoying just being settled here for right now. So unless if there's like housing market crash or somehow we just come across a house that is like our dream home that we can magically afford, then I don't see us moving anytime soon. I've also gotten so many questions about kids, and you guys, we don't know. I'm just gonna put that out there. We don't know. Both of us as individuals and as a couple don't know if we want kids yet or not, and there's nothing wrong with that. Kids obviously would be an amazing blessing and we would be so grateful for them, but ultimately, like, kids change your lives completely, and we're just not sure if that is the life that we want together. There's nothing wrong with wanting kids and having kids, but there's also nothing wrong with not wanting kids and being child-free. However, I have talked about this before, and if we do have kids, I will be sharing very little to probably nothing about them at all online, because I strongly believe that kids deserve privacy. They cannot consent to being online, and there are just way too many really creepy people out there that you probably don't want seeing pictures and videos of your kids. As a future mother, it would be my job to protect my child, not exploit them. That is just a very, very big personal belief that both Eric and I have. Will I set up a GoFundMe for the wedding and the honeymoon? None of that. We don't want that nonsense. No, I will not be setting up a GoFundMe for our wedding. This is something that Eric and I, along with our families, obviously expect to pay for ourselves. What I will say is, if you guys really do want to support me or help me save money for the wedding, it sounds cheesy, but like literally the best thing you can do is to just watch my content. Maybe share my content with your friends or your family so that way I can get more views, and ultimately, like, that is how I can earn more money. Okay, do we have a honeymoon destination, and would we want to go immediately or delay it? I don't know, honestly, because our wedding is 2 years away. I'm not exactly sure if we would delay it or if we would go right after the wedding. We've actually already talked a little bit about honeymoon destinations destinations, and obviously we haven't picked anything out yet, but we are thinking a Mediterranean cruise would be really fun. We both love to cruise, so I think doing something big and beautiful like that would be awesome. I don't think we'll go right away though. And the main reason for that is because I think we'll both miss Luna so much. We're gonna be gone for about a week for the wedding trip, and I just don't really want to be away from her for longer than that. Also, Luna is currently 8, turning 9 in September, so when we get married, she will be 10, turning 11 later that year. Not to like put it out there, because I just have this belief in my heart that Luna's gonna live to be like at least 15 or 16 years old. I don't know what we will ever do without her one day, but typically around like 10 or 11 is when dogs start slowing down and they're in their senior years. And we just, at that point, we do not want to spend that length of time away from Luna. Like, we just want to be with her as much as possible. It's already hard enough thinking about her age and going on this destination wedding, but I was talking to my mom about it, and she was saying that this wedding is the start of our life together, and Luna will be okay with just 1 week without us. She will be just fine. Obviously, God forbid, if something crazy were to happen or go wrong, we would fly home immediately. No questions asked. All right, you guys, so I had wanted to include more like flight attendant specific questions, but you guys are really just asking about the wedding and whatnot, so I'm just gonna kind of stick with it, and I hope you guys still enjoy this Q&A. Okay, dream wedding dress and dream wedding updo. So I'm gonna make sure that Eric doesn't watch this video so that way he doesn't even have a clue of like what I'm looking for. To be honest, for the dream dress, there's a few different styles that I have in mind. There's this one dress that I saw from a bridal studio in Utah, so I know I for sure want to try that one on if it's available, and then I kind of just want to try on a bunch of different styles to see what I like and what looks good on me and whatnot. For my hair, I think it will really depend on the dress. Sometimes I want to have it down and curled or half up, and then other times I really want like a beautiful updo, but I do think it's really gonna depend on the dress. But the other part of me is like, it's gonna be summertime, so I'm gonna want my hair up so it's not like sticking to me and sweaty. Like, even just sitting out here right now, like I feel like my hair is like making me sweat and just sticking to me out here, and it just feels gross and it's overstimulating. So I feel like on my wedding day I will probably want it up. I guess you can probably tell from the little hints that I've given that we want to get married outside, but a lot of people have guessed that we're gonna get married on a beach, and this might surprise some people, but no, we are not gonna get married on a beach. Will I get a newlywed chop after the wedding, like perhaps a short bob? Absolutely not. I love my long hair. I am so grateful to have my long hair and that it's back to being blonde, so no, I do not see any type of big chop coming in my future, wedding or not. What's one thing or activity you must have at your wedding / pre-wedding events? I'm not necessarily sure about an activity, but I definitely want some sort of rehearsal dinner the night before. Now, I think the day of the wedding, I would love to have a brunch with my girlfriends. I would love to go to the spa with them to just have like a really relaxing morning and get ready together. Those are like really the only activities I can think of. And then for Eric and his guy friends or whatever, I don't know, they can just do whatever guys do, and us girls will have fun at the spa, getting our hair done and whatnot. When you do decide on a wedding date, will you share it? Probably not until after the wedding has occurred. I'll probably share the month, and like I'll share that we're leaving for our wedding, for example, but I probably won't post any content or anything about it until the actual wedding is over. And that's because I don't want anyone figuring out the venue. Like, I don't want anybody figuring out the specific spot that we're getting married. No wedding crashers. I love you all, but we are keeping the wedding super small, immediate family only. I promise I will share what I can when the wedding is actually over, but that would just be like my absolute worst nightmare, is sharing all about my wedding online and like giving away the date and the venue location and all of that, and then having someone who doesn't have good intentions show up on our day. My camera actually just died, so perfect timing, because I got through most of the questions that I wanted to answer. If you guys do have any more questions, please put them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you guys liked it, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, because I would love to see you again in all of my future content. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.